How well are we actually familiar with the things we want to do? If you ask the average person, what's your dream? Where do you see yourself in the next 30 years? They will respond to you with generic answers. I want to be successful. I want to be rich. I want to be this and that. Dreams, the delusional, vary. When you have something to do and you schedule it ahead and you don't have a plan to do it, it's wishful. If I tell you today that if you read a book overnight, you will have $1 million. A question of sleep will not be in question. Who are you and what are you are two different things. You postpone your vision to 10 years after. How sure are you that that 10 years will meet you alive? Everyone wants to be this, everyone wants to be that. How bad? Let's actually ask it. How bad do we want it? Are you actively preparing for the future? Hello everybody. There's something I want us to discuss today. Something I think that is necessary to everyday life. If one truly knows this, I believe that it will change how you think. Clarity of picture. Clarity of picture. Clarity of picture. How well are we actually familiar with the things we want to do? If you ask the average person, what's your dream? Where do you see yourself in the next 30 years? What do they actually respond? They will respond to you with generic answers. I want to be successful. I want to be rich. I want to be this and that. If you actually double down to each specificity, how many people actually know what they want to do? I know the funny thing about this, an issue like this, is it affects your discipline. It affects your discipline. I consult for a lot of people. They mention that well, I'm not really disciplined like this. I don't know how to do this. Why is that when I start, I stop? It's because you don't know how clear your picture is. If I ask you today that, if I tell you today that if you read a book overnight, you will have $1 million, you won't, a question of sleep will not be in question. Nobody will tell you, I'm tired. You will put your leg in water and you will be up to read it. So how bad? How bad? Let's actually ask it. How bad do we want it? Everybody wants to be this, everybody wants to be that. But how bad do we want this? I did an extensive study on people who made some phenomenal inventions. You see Isaac Newton, laws of gravity. You see him formulate the 3 laws of motion, the law of optics, the law of calculus. He was before 26 years old, before he did that. Do you think that can be prevalent in this day and age? Because we are not clear on the picture we want. We have more complainants than people who actually want to do things. And it's because there's nothing before you. It's not doing us like it was doing them. It's not. It's actually not. Someone told me something some time back. He mentioned that if he had this way, he would go back in time and consult. That people who are doing things now don't fully know the extent of what they can do. I agree with that. I totally agree with that. So how clear is the picture of what you want to do? Do you have it in details, in its time, in its dates, in its venue? Or do you just want to be someone that will say, I want to be successful? What is success to you? What do you term it as? The average business person, he doesn't even know he or she's net profits. He or she cannot even remember the capital he or she started with. What's your revenue? The person is not aware. And you're not telling me that you want to be global. Global what? Global for who? There's this funny trend I used to see these days. People put behind their company, this global, that global, according to whose standard? Yeah, global this one, global that one. Everybody wants to be associated with global. But are you actually doing what is global? Clarity of vision, clarity of picture. This is the cure for discipline. This is the cure for discipline. Do you think those who work 9 to 5, those who actually do great things in this world, you must have a steady vision. You must have something that you are looking at daily. Oh, this is the idea. This is the end goal. This is where I want to reach. It must be there. If not, truly, you're just deceiving yourself. You can be so lost in your work that you forget why you're doing it. Completely. This is why an opportunity, you can take an opportunity and you say, it's God's destiny for me. It just took you out of what you actually meant to do. Can you reject good things because of where you are going? You can be so consumed in what you are doing that you forget the why you started. You are just living for the flair, the dopamine, everything just going out of you. Ask the average business owner, ask the average person who's trying to build something, why is he doing? He cannot mention it in his detail. You see people post mission, vision. Can they recite it off it? They actually can't. Because it's not something that's with them. It's just something that they just want to do for the clout because my friend is doing it, my guy is doing it. It's not clear enough for them. It's not. Can you recite your company policy to its details verbatim? You cannot. And you expect to scale? Scale what? It's not clear enough. It's not clear enough. I did a study on companies who are doing well. Apple, I realized that Apple's wallpaper, it tells a story about the phone. That's details. If you look at an iPhone 17, the wallpaper, if you tilt it in a certain way, you see an iPhone 17. You as the average user, you likely not see it. But that intentionality, okay, this is how I want this to be done. Not because you are intentional about it. Many people don't write what they want to do. They will have goals. Oh, I want to do this. Clinical, I want to do that. I want to do that. It's not too detailed to the notes. I strongly believe people are not ready to build because they don't know how clear. They don't have how clear it is. They are not ready. They are not ready. This is the idea behind starting and not finishing. Because you don't even know why you want to do it. You don't know. It's not normal to you. If history was not documented, you will not know it existed. So why are you now taking your own life this way? Why are you not thinking that because it's in your head, it's permanent? Even those who write, they write, okay, write for who, write for what? Why are you writing? You write and stop writing. It's clarity of picture. We actually need to shut our windows, lock our doors, and detail the things we actually want to do. Not to whether it's so big, its specificity. Oh, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. Ask the average person. You just try and ask the average person, what is your plan for tomorrow? They don't know. Nobody does to-do list anymore. They think it's not necessary. And they try to make plans for 10 years. If you cannot plan for tomorrow, you see for 10 years you want to plan for. Let's actually check it now. Let's check it. In all your dreaming, in everything you are thinking about, how clear is it? If you had the privilege to draw, can you draw your tomorrow clearly? So clarity of picture. I have a framework for it. You must define your clarity of identity, clarity of vision. First, who are you and what are you are two different things. Completely two different things. Who are you tells the kind of person you are. What are you tells the kind of force you are. Take a look at this man, Kobe Bryant. He invented an alter ego called the Black Mamba. That's a what? That's not a who. His alter ego. He did a study. I watched his documentary. He did a study about the Black Mamba that this snake sheds his skin frequently, and for it to shed the skin, it's going to bring out a new skin. Bryant was going through a rough situation with his lawsuits and whatnot. And he told himself after he gets out of this lawsuit, he's going to be a different person. So you must identify not who you are, Who you are is you can use that one and just use and console yourself. But what are you? What actually are you? You must have clarity of identity. Because if you don't define who and what you are, the world will define it for you. They will give you names that you were not conceived to bear. You've not identified what you are. They need not tell a mountain that it's a mountain. If you tell a mountain it's a stone, okay, you are the blind one. So you must identify what you are. Clarity of vision, where are you going to? Where actually are you going to? You must define your vision. Because without your vision, you lose direction. If you aim at nothing, you will eventually not miss. If nothing is in your target area, you will eventually not miss. So what are you actually heading for? I spoke to a friend a couple of months back. She mentioned, I asked her that why is it that she doesn't want to do the thing that she wanted to do? She said that she's waiting till she's 30 years to eventually execute. I told her, 30? How sure are you still be alive till 30? You postpone your vision to 10 years after. How sure are you that that 10 years will meet you alive? These are questions we just eventually not ask ourselves. You say next year I'll start this project. How sure are you'll be alive next year? Where actually are we going to? At the age of 36, Elon Musk was thinking of shifting the whole civilization to a different planet. That's vision. It's crazy. I know the thing about having a clear vision. They will not understand it because people don't have a clear vision. As I said earlier, ask the average person, what do you want to be after school? What do you want to be when you're this year? What do you want to be in the next 10 years? They will respond to you, I want to be successful. Because that's what everybody fits. Everybody wants to do this, everybody wants to do that. But nobody knows the details of it. So you must detail your vision. Have a vision board. Have a vision board. Oh, this is a means to an end. This is my end. I want to reach 1 billion souls in 10,000 cities. This is the means to this end. Because if you don't map out this vision, you end up at a place that you were not meant to end up. You'll be thinking that that's God's plan for you. Thirdly, clarity of process. It's not enough to know who you are. It's enough to you must know where you are going also. Dreams is a delusional thing. Very. It's wishful thinking. When you have something to do and you schedule it ahead and you don't have a plan to do it, it's wishful. Completely wishful. So, what is the clarity of your process? Because without process, the picture stays a wish. What steps are you taking daily? I have to ask myself this. Are people actively preparing for the future? Like, do you wake up every day telling yourself, tomorrow is coming, let me prepare for it today? Are you actively preparing for the future? Are you just being a passerby, let the wind just carry me as they go? Because vision without process is fantasy. It's wishful thinking. When your steps are clear, climbing the mountain will be easy. We must actually settle down and identify what are we actually thinking about. In this all our thinking, all our dreaming, what are we? What are we actually thinking about? Because it's easy to dream. Oh. It's easy to tell yourself, I want to be this, I want to be the best doctor. Are you actively preparing to be the best doctor? Someone asked me how I know so much. I told the person, I read what people don't read. People don't watch documentaries anymore. You doing that alone gives you an edge. You want to be a sound person, you want to be an intellectual person, do what others don't do. It's as easy as that. Just do what others don't do and read. Because people don't read anymore. the advent of TikTok, Instagram Reels, short form content, it sucks dopamine out of you and reduces your attention span to 3 minutes. At worst, 30 seconds. So you reading alone, you actively preparing for the future gives you a whole edge against the whole world. One who truly wants to build, you must first identify your identity, identify your vision, identify your process. Once identity, vision, and process comes together, you can have clarity of picture. That is the cure for discipline. That's the cure for discipline. You must be clear on what you want to do, that nobody can talk you out of it. That whether you feel, you get back up, say, oh, I know where I'm going. I've learned a lesson. Let's keep going. At least I know that this cannot work anymore. This process is not going to work. You've crossed it out. You keep crossing the rest till something eventually works. So I really think we need to calm down. We need to actually settle down and reassess what our dreams are. If your process is not specific and defined, you should reassess it. The world is fast changing, and only those who are prepared will carve out a space for them. Time and chance will happen to everybody, but it's whether it makes you prepared that is the question. And if you can't prepare for what you don't know, so you must have it clear in your mind that this is where I'm going for you to actively prepare for it. Guys, have a clear picture. If it means pasting posters around your wall, that you see it daily, this is where I want to be, do it. If it means changing your wallpaper to your destined future, do it. If it means clearing your friends group that, oh, these people are not going where I'm going, do it. It will be tough. By the end of it all, you will appreciate it. I'll round up with this quote. Not who we are that limits us, it's who we think we are not. Whatever you think that you will not be, you will never be. Whatever you don't see clearly, you will never do. Whatever you not put in front of you, you will never reach. This is a reality we all need to just come to actualization with. If you can totally follow this, if you can define your identity, you can define your vision, you can define your process clearly, I assure you, distractions will reduce. You'll be more effective, you'll be more disciplined, you'll be more efficient. This is guaranteed.